European stock markets are broadly flat this morning, with the UK's FTSE 100 index up just a couple of points. It's up about 7 points at the moment, while the Euro Stoxx 50 index is down around about 4 points. In the currency space, the euro has gained some ground against the weaker dollar, while in the commodity space, we're seeing a rebound across the board for all precious metals and oil prices. Gold is rebounding at the moment. It's up about $11 after falling around about $45 yesterday. And in the peripheral bond market space, both Spanish and Italian bond yields are relatively calm. Good morning, I'm Ishaq, Siddiqi, and welcome to your daily market bite. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what's going on in financial markets today. So we had a positive session in the US yesterday, and that was on the back of GDP figures from the US for the first quarter, the third estimate being revised lower. Now expectations were for GDP to come in at about 2.4%. On the growth rate. However, it was revised lower to 1.8%. And although the data is somewhat backward looking, investors took it as a sign that the US economic recovery is still somewhat fragile, and that this may hold the Federal Reserve back from tapering quantitative easing before the given timeline, which is the end of the year, possibly push it back. And that was compounded further by Fed official Jeffrey Lacker, who overnight said that the markets have got too ahead of themselves, and at the moment there isn't really a case for the Fed to start tapering as soon as they want to, or as soon as they've communicated to the market better. Now, going into what happened in Asia overnight, we had a pretty strong session across the board, and that was on the back of the US data, like I said, and also more focused on what's going on in China at the moment. Now, interbank money rates have eased. There's been a moderation since the Central Bank of China have attempted to quell the market's nerves about a liquidity crunch in the Chinese financial system. At the same time, they have injected liquidity funds for certain institutions that they felt needed that cash to repair their balance sheets. So that's helped the market. It has lifted sentiment. And on a Eurozone level, we've had a deal come through from Eurozone finance ministers who have finally reached a conclusion for now on a banking supervision and how to safeguard the European banking system. That's not really influencing price action at the moment. We do have a EU summit continuing today, and the big focus is going to be on unemployment in the Eurozone. At the same time, Greece, which is failing to reach its budget deficit targets. Now, we've got a wealth of data coming out today. This includes UK GDP figures for the first quarter, which is expected to come in at 0.3% on the growth side. We also have an Italian bond auction, which should gain some attention given the fact that the country is still going through a very prolonged recession. And at the same time, we have US pending home sales, which are eagerly awaited. They should be a bit better than expected and in line with the improvement that we've seen in the US housing market. So that's all for your daily market bite. Tune in for another one tomorrow. Cheers.